Halloo, my wild Cali crew out there. Welcome back to Soul and Love Stories. Your dazzling little corner bursting with love hotter than a Santa Monica taco, passion fiercer than a Malibu sunset, and emotions deeper than the black Starbucks brew I clutch every morning. Every time you hit play, every comment you drop is a loving punch that screams, "Holy guacamole, this crew's tastier than a fresh taco platter straight off the truck." You're the heartbeat, the giggles, the reason I can't stop spinning these tales. I love y'all so much I could faint into a pile of fries. No kidding. Before we dive into today's drama, take a deep breath with me. Feel the love, the hope, that blessing from above vibe, like biting into a melt-in-your-mouth bit tet. Amen, folks. Feel that giant bear hug from me yet? Holler in the comments. How's it hitting you? Got any butterflies? I need your thoughts to crank up the heat. So comment now. Don't leave me moping like a sad burrito. Roll call time. Shout out your city or country below and listen up. Smash that subscribe button. Ring that bell right this second. This channel's chasing 1,000 subs, and if you don't sub, I'll cry for real. Save me. Don't let me flop. One tiny click from you is my whole world. Sub now, I'm begging you. Ready? Today, we're zooming into Beverly Hills, where a stone-cold CEO gets torched, literally, by a clumsy chef swinging a chow. Beverly Hills glows under the Cali sun, but inside Logan Carter's million-dollar mansion, all hell's breaking loose, literally. Avery Sullivan, a rookie chef with wild red hair like she just ran through a Venice Beach storm, is tackling an LA-style steak with chimichurri in a $500,000 kitchen. "Piece of cake, just meat and fire," she mutters, but the pan flares up like a Hollywood blockbuster. Smoke billows, alarms blare, and whoosh! Sprinklers douse the place like a Santa Monica downpour. The kitchen's a swamp. Avery clutches the charred pan, face flushed. Oops, overdid it a bit. The door swings open, and Logan Carter, the bulldog of Carter Media, soaked in his black suit, strides in, steel blue eyes scanning the chaos. 15 years. No one's touched my kitchen. Why her, he thinks, isolation crashing back like Malibu waves. "Who are you to wreck my house?" he roars, voice rattling the bulletproof glass. Avery, hands shaky, stammers, "Your new chef, steak got too hot." Logan smirks coldly. "Fired in 10 minutes. My new record." But then Avery slips on the wet floor, crashing into him. A bottle of red wine topples, splattering his suit like a bad abstract painting. "Oh, God!" she yelps, flailing. But Logan catches her, heart pounding. First time in 15 years it's thawed. "Think this is some cheap sitcom?" he snaps, locked on her bright brown eyes. Drenched, Avery fires back. "No, I think you need better food than that sour face." Logan's ready to boot her, but his assistant calls from Century City. "She's LA's best cook. Give her another shot." He grits his teeth. "One more chance, Sullivan. Don't torch my house again." Avery grins. "No promises." Logan turns away, wondering, who is this chick turning my kitchen into a disaster flick, and why don't I want her gone? Logan Carter stood on the 78th floor of Carter Media in Century City, gazing at Los Angeles twinkling like a blockbuster he owned. Behind bulletproof glass was a 48-year-old legend, the Bulldog, who built a streaming empire from ashes 15 years ago. Back then, he had it all. A booming startup, a stunning fiancée, Brooke Mitchell, and Hollywood dreams. She promised to cook for me forever, then sold me out for $10 million, he thought. Bitter memories hitting like smoke from last night's kitchen fiasco. Brooke had traded his secrets to a rival, leaving him broke and broken-hearted. Since then, he swore off love and trust, living only for his Tesla Model X, black Starbucks coffee, and Lakers VIP seats. His Beverly Hills mansion was a cold horror movie set, until Avery Sullivan showed up and set it ablaze, literally and figuratively. The morning after the kitchen fire, Logan sipped coffee, his black suit crisp despite the near disaster. His assistant Miles called from downstairs. "Boss, Avery's in the kitchen. She's making Eggs Benedict to make up for it," Logan growled into the phone. "If she burns anything else, you're both out." But the scent of melting butter and Avery's off-key Sweet Caroline wafting up made him pause. He walked down, spotting her, red hair tied sloppily, in-and-out tea dusted with flour, fumbling with eggs. "You sing worse than you cook, Sullivan," he tossed out, arms crossed, but Brooke's old promise flashed in his mind, now just a cruel joke. Avery grinned. "Thanks. I practiced while torching your kitchen." Logan smirked, surprised he didn't hate the vibe. Avery Sullivan, 32, was absurdly upbeat. She'd been a rising chef in Santa Monica until she dropped a sushi tray in front of a Hollywood director, fired on the spot. Now, drowning in debt from a run-down Venice Beach apartment, a friend hooked her up with Logan's gig. "I'm not clumsy," she told herself, spilling salt. "Just extra creative." Meeting Logan, she thought. This guy's black and white movie hot, but grumpy like he lost a Lakers bet. Still, she was set on proving her skills and paying off debt with LA's best dishes. But drama hit fast as a Venice taco truck. Checking Avery's background on his iPad, Logan saw she'd worked at Salt and Vine, a spot Brooke invested in 3 years back. His eyes darkened. Betrayal from 15 years ago surging like Malibu waves. He stormed the kitchen, cutting off her singing, "You're with Brooke, right?" Torching my kitchen's her latest stunt. Avery, spoon in hand, gaped. "Brooke who? I can't even burn your kitchen right. How'd I spy?" Logan roared. "Don't play dumb, Sullivan. I won't get stabbed in the back again." Avery slammed the spoon down, eyes blazing. "Listen, Carter. I'm here to cook, not play spy games. Fire me if you want, but taste my eggs first." Logan eyed the golden eggs Benedict, their aroma tempting his growling stomach. He took a bite, silent. "Good," he muttered, turning away. "But I'm watching you." Avery smirked. "Eyes or appetite?" Logan didn't answer, but his heart skipped. Twice in 24 hours now, and Brooke wasn't the only reason he felt on edge anymore. CTA. "Hey, folks, hold up. Logan and Avery's kitchen chaos is just the starter. More love and madness await. Will she melt the bulldog or not? Shout it in the comments. Don't let me flop like her spoon. Like it, sub? Hit the bell. Heat's on at Hollywood Bowl next, so stay tuned." 3 days after the kitchen fire, Logan Carter sat in his Carter Media office, staring at Netflix emails he couldn't focus on. The stench of burnt steak lingered. No, not burnt, but the perfect grilled aroma from Avery Sullivan's redo the next day. That clumsy chick had stormed back to the Beverly Hills mansion with a new pan and a never-quit attitude. Logan trudged to the kitchen, spotting Avery, apron greasy, grilling steak with rare focus. "No flames this time, Sullivan?" he tossed out, leaning on the doorframe. Avery glanced back, red hair sweaty. "Not unless you're into disasters." Logan smirked, his first grin all week, and forked a bite. "Not bad," he muttered, "for a kitchen torture." Avery bounced. "Not bad's good, right?" "Say it, Carter." He turned away, hiding softer eyes. Next day, Logan handed her a big job. Cook for a Netflix meeting at the mansion. 20 people, 8 p.m. Don't screw it up, he ordered, voice cold as Malibu wind. Avery nodded, eyes gleaming. "Cali BBQ ribs. No fire, promise." But that night, in a kitchen like an action flick, she spilled BBQ sauce on Logan's black suit when he popped in. "God damn, why are you always here?" she yelped, smearing sauce on her face. Logan snapped, "I'm your napkin now." But seeing her, flushed, sauce-streaked, pathetic yet cute, he laughed, a rare jazz riff like Hollywood Bowl. "You're a walking disaster, Sullivan," he said, tone thawing. Avery grinned. "Tastiest disaster you've met, huh?" He didn't answer, just wiped sauce off her with a napkin, hand lingering too long. That weekend, Avery dragged Logan out after a Lakers bet loss. First time he'd left the office or courts. "Venice Beach taco truck, come on," she begged, tugging him like a real bulldog. Logan, in a rare polo instead of a suit, grumbled, "I don't eat street junk." But under Callie's sun, biting a crispy fish taco from El Jefe, he went quiet. "Good?" Avery asked, mouth stuffed. Logan shrugged. "You're nuts, but it's tasty." She laughed, yanking him to the sand, spilling her Santa Monica sushi flop story. "VIPs thought I tanked their show, but I just wanted them to taste something new." Logan listened, seeing LA her way. Not deals or dollars, but sun, waves, laughs. That night, alone on the mansion rooftop, coffee cold, Logan replayed Avery's clumsy hug from the Lakers' loss. She'd lunged to cheer him up, splashing water on his shirt. "Why's your face a horror flick?" she'd hollered, wrapping him tight, voice breaking. "I lost my brother to debt. Couldn't save him, but I can save you." Logan had stiffened, face red as a Santa Monica sunset, shoving her off. "What are you doing?" Avery backed up, eyes wet. "Sorry, just hate seeing you crushed." He'd stayed silent, but her words, that raw plea, stuck with him all night, crashing like half-moon bay waves. She wasn't just a goof. She'd fought loss too, and now she was fighting for him. A mini-drama sparked when Logan caught her whispering on the phone in the kitchen. "Yeah, I'll pay it soon." He pounced. Brooke's spy. "Who are you talking to? Don't play dumb." Avery jolted, dropping the phone. "My friend Carter. Rent debt, not your Brooke crap." Logan glared, her brown eyes fierce yet true. "Prove it," he growled. She snatched the phone, hit speaker. "Jess, tell this jerk I'm no ninja." Jess chimed. "Avery's a kitchen wreck, not a spy." Logan turned, lip twitching. "You're a disaster," he muttered. Avery yelled back, "A disaster you're stuck on, right?" He didn't reply, but that night in bed, Logan wondered, why's she getting to me when I'm trying to shut her out? In her dingy Venice pad, Avery thought, this cold ass? Why's he cute when he's pissed? Under LA's moonlight, sparks flared, not from the kitchen, but in their hearts. Avery's words echoed in Logan's head. She'd lost someone, yet here she was, pulling him from his own wreckage. Neither saw it yet, but old scars were starting to heal. A week after Venice Beach, Logan Carter stood on the Hollywood Bowl stage, spotlights hitting his sharp black suit. The Carter Media Investor Dinner was flawless, thanks to Avery Sullivan. Her red hair a mess, she'd turned BBQ ribs and mashed potatoes into a hit, wowing even the picky Netflix exec. Logan glanced at her bustling in the makeshift kitchen, apron sauce-stained, brown eyes blazing like Sunset Boulevard headlights. She's a klutz, but damn, she can cook, he thought, heart skipping like the Lakers up by 2 at the buzzer. That night, instead of emails, he watched her from afar, warmth sneaking into his 15-year frozen chest. Drama crashed in faster than an LA taco truck. Next morning, in his Century City office, Logan's face darkened at his iPad. Carter Media CEO suspected of embezzling millions. He slammed the desk, barking at Miles. Who leaked this? Miles stammered. Anonymous tip, boss. Offshore account screenshots. Looks like your signature. Logan gritted his teeth. Malibu waves of betrayal crashing back. Brooke Mitchell, his ex-fiancée, had ruined him like this 15 years ago. He stormed the mansion kitchen, where Avery chopped onions, roaring, You're with Brooke, right? Stop playing dumb, Sullivan. Avery jumped, knife clattering. Who's Brooke? I can't even torch your kitchen right. How'd I embezzle? Logan jabbed a finger. I heard you whispering on the phone last week. Don't pull the friend card. Avery's face flared red as BBQ sauce. That was Jess. Rent debt, not spy crap. She dialed Jess in front of him. Tell this jerk I'm clean. Jess's voice crackled. Avery only burns stuff, not schemes. Logan's eyes stayed icy, doubt rooted deep. I don't trust Easy, he growled, turning away. Avery hollered, Trust your gut then. I cook this good and I'm a spy? That night, the Beverly Hills mansion shook. Alarms blared as three black-clad figures broke in, aiming for the hard drive with Carter Media's financials. Avery, baking late, heard glass shatter. Who's there? She bolted out, pan swinging like an action hero, blowing their cover. Logan yanked her into a safe room behind the bookshelf. You trying to die, Sullivan? She gasped. Trying to save you, idiot! Peering through the crack, she froze. Jake? What the hell? Logan spun, eyes narrowing. You know them? Jake, tall, bearded, smirking, sauntered closer. Hey, Avery, cooking for billionaires now? Pan tight in hand, she snapped. You worked with me in Santa Monica. Why are you stealing? Jake chuckled. Cash beats sushi. Logan's suspicion erupted. You set this up? Avery smashed the pan on the wall. I'm not in on it. He ditched cooking years ago. I'm floored. She lunged, cracking Jake's skull, dropping him cold. Believe me now? She yelled, breathless, but Jake groaned, clutching his head. Brooke's out, man. I sold her out for a bigger cut. Logan's jaw tightened. What? Jake, woozy, smirked. She paid me to frame you, but I flipped the data to her rival. Double the payday. Avery gaped. You backstabbed her too? Logan's mind raced. Brooke's plan was crumbling from her own pawn. Through the security cam, he saw the other two looting, snagging the drive. She's still behind this, he hissed. Only she knows that safe code. Avery, trembling, asked, She hates you that much? Logan's voice was steel. Ex-fiancé. Sold me out once. Now twice. But Jake just screwed her. In the cramped, safe room, red lights pulsing, Logan stared at Avery, wild red hair, fierce brown eyes, and yanked her in, kissing her hard like a half-moon bay wave. 2 seconds later, he pushed her back, voice rough. Shouldn't have done that! Get out! Tears streaked her face. You're a jackass, Carter. I'm here for you, not Brooke or that snake Jake. She slammed the pan down, voice cracking. I nearly got smashed, and you still don't trust me? Logan turned away, fists balled. 15 years ago, trust cost me everything. I won't risk it. Avery roared. I'm not her. I'm Avery. I torch your kitchen, cook for you, like you. Her words stabbed him, pain flaring. Not for Brooke, but this mess of a girl. Brooke's done, he muttered, eyeing Jake's confession. Avery grabbed the pan, eyes fierce. Then fight! I won't let her win! Logan half smiled. Superhero with that pan? She grinned. Kitchen badass. Next move? He cracked the door. Get the drive. Stay here. Avery shook her head. No chance. I'm with you, bulldog. He sighed at her stubborn, pan-swinging grit. You're nuts. Follow me. Don't whack me. She laughed. No promises. Under dim mansion lights, they charged out, facing thieves and a past now twisted by Jake's double cross. The Beverly Hills mansion lay dark, thieves rummaging as Avery Sullivan's pan rattled in her grip. Logan Carter, black suit torn at the sleeve, yanked her from the safe room. Stick close, Sullivan. Don't be dumb. Avery smirked, clutching the pan. Dumb's my superpower. She darted to the kitchen, whispering, Cooking saves the day. Logan lunged to stop her, but saw her grab In-N-Out burgers from the fridge, leftovers from yesterday. What, feeding them a midnight snack? He hissed, face sour like a Lakers loss. Avery grinned. Yup, with a twist. She sprinkled sleeping pills from her apron's emergency stash onto the burgers, muttering, Cooking's my superpower. Logan, annoyed yet impressed, grumbled, You're nuts, but helped her set the tray by the door, yelling, Free food, guys! 3 hulks, Lakers-sized, sniffed the juicy patties, turned. You kidding? One growled, but they chowed down in 5 minutes. Avery winked. Hunger's their kryptonite. Within 10, they yawned and flopped like a cheap comedy. Logan snatched the hard drive from the leader, glancing at Avery. Not bad. She hopped. Not bad's awesome, right? Say it, Bulldog. Logan's lip twitched. No denial this time. The drama wasn't over. The drive held proof Brooke Mitchell faked Logan's offshore accounts, enough to kill the rumors. Next morning, he faced her at Carter Media in Century City. Blonde hair gleaming, red dress like a Hollywood star, Brooke sneered, "You're done, Logan. Rumors'll bury you again." Logan slapped the drive on the table, voice cold as Malibu wind. "Wrong. This proves you hired hackers and thieves. Back off, or it's SEC time." Brooke paled, venom dripping. "That clumsy chef's weakening you." Logan stepped closer, blue eyes blazing, voice low. "You wanted me alone forever. Avery showed I don't need you to live." Pain from 15 years flickered, then faded in his steady gaze. "You're finished, Brooke." She froze, heels clicking as she stormed off. "You'll regret this." Logan shot back. "Not this time." That afternoon, Logan rolled up in his Tesla Model X to the Santa Monica In-N-Out, where Avery sat alone, red hair a mess in the sunset. He approached, tray of burgers and fries in hand, voice rough. "I suck at love. Worse than your kitchen fire. Forgive my dumb ass?" Avery's brown eyes lit up. She laughed. "You're awful. But I like awful you." She pulled him down. They ate in silence, no bickering for once. As Callie's sunset blazed, Logan grabbed her hand, heart racing. "You burned my kitchen, drove me crazy, but I don't want you gone. Ever." Avery blushed, stumbling. "So, I stay?" He nodded, kissing her. Clumsy, dropping a burger, sauce smearing her shirt. She giggled. "Your kissing's worse than my cooking flops." Logan smirked. Practice makes perfect. They hugged under the sunset, Santa Monica waves mixing with their laughs. He whispered, "You're the best disaster I've met." She replied, "You're the warmest cold guy I know." Drive safe, Brooke gone, Logan's 15-year icy heart melted. Not by fire, but by this klutz who brought him back to life. 3 months after the hard drive drama, Logan Carter's Beverly Hills mansion no longer felt like a horror flick set. The kitchen buzzed with toast smells and Avery Sullivan's off-key Sweet Caroline every morning, echoing like a busted Venice Beach radio. Logan, once a loner with his Tesla Model X and black Starbucks brew, now sat at the counter, watching the redhead spill salt for the 3rd time that week. "Turning my place into a Malibu salt flat, Sullivan?" he quipped, blue eyes twinkling, no trace of frost. Avery grinned, flour on her face. "Salt makes food better like I make you happier." Logan smirked, wiping her cheek. "You're a disaster, my disaster." They weren't just roommates. Logan and Avery launched the Carter Sullivan Kitchen Fund, helping struggling LA chefs inspired by their fiery, chaotic journey. At the Santa Monica kickoff, Avery rocked an In-N-Out tee instead of a gown, saying, "I nearly burned his house down, now we're sparking dreams." The crowd roared. Logan muttered, "You suck at speeches," but held her hand publicly, no suit to hide behind. Later he quit as Carter Media CEO, handing it to Miles. "Done being the bulldog," he told Avery on Venice Beach, wind in his graying hair. "I want to live real. With you." She jumped. "With me, right?" He nodded, lip twitching. One Malibu night, waves humming, Avery grilled steak, no flames, a miracle. She set a table on the porch, lanterns glowing Hollywood romantic. Logan, in a black polo, sniffed. "No smoke. Impressive." She winked. "I'm better for you, bulldog." They ate under stars, laughs blending with surf, no fights. For dessert, Logan slid over a clumsy homemade burger. "Watch it, learned from you," he said, eyes shining. Avery bit in, spat out a silver ring. "Decor in my burger?" Kneeling on sand, Logan rasped, "You torched my kitchen, drove me nuts, burned my life too." Avery dropped the burger, gaping. "Wait, a proposal!" Laughing, tears fell. Thought it was a new topping. Logan panicked. You almost ate it. Knew you'd mess up. He pulled a spare ring from his pocket, slipping it on amid their chuckles. You're awful, but yes, she said. He hugged her tight, kissing her. Firm, no fumbles. You wash dishes now, deal, she teased. Logan's laugh boomed across Malibu. You win, disaster. Next morning on the balcony, sea sparkling, Avery leaned into him. From kitchen fires to this, who'd guess? Logan held her close. Not me, but no regrets. In LA's dawn, they weren't the cold CEO and clumsy chef anymore. Just Logan and Avery, two souls forged in smoke and laughter, building a home where old scars healed. And that's a wrap, my Cali crew. From kitchen fires to a burger ring proposal, Logan and Avery cooked up a love story hotter than a Malibu grill. Who saw that coming, right? I'm still giggling over Avery nearly swallowing that ring. What a klutz. What's your take? Holler in the comments. Favorite moment? The pan whack, the kiss, or that in-and-out sunset? Spill it, I'm dying to know. Don't leave me hanging like a cold taco. Smash that like button if this melted your heart. Each click's a high five to my soul. And if you're not subbed yet, come on, hit subscribe. Ring that bell now. We're chasing 1,000 subs, and I need you to make it happen or I'll cry into my Starbucks. Stick around. More LA love and chaos are coming your way. See you next time, fam. Keep the vibes sunny.